Why does your doctor treat your memory loss and chronic fatigue with a shrug, telling you it is just a normal part of aging? He tells you this lie because conventional medicine has no protocol for the invisible poison that is slowly turning your brain into mush. They want you to believe that Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and brain fog are mysterious genetic accidents that strike without warning. They want you to accept that forgetting your children's names or shaking uncontrollably is your destiny because your parents had it too. This is a strategic ignorance designed to protect the industrial corporations that have been poisoning your environment for the last century. Your brain is not failing because of bad genes. It is failing because it is saturated with a neurotoxic metal that acts like a short circuit. You do not have a degenerative disease. You have metal poisoning caused by the accumulation of aluminum in your neural tissue. The medical industry ignores heavy metal toxicity because admitting it would require them to condemn the products that fund their hospitals. They let you cook in aluminum pans, slather aluminum deodorant on your armpits, and drink tap water filled with aluminum flocculants. Then, when your brain cells die from the toxic load, they prescribe you drugs like Aricept that do absolutely nothing to stop the decay. I am going to show you how to grab this metal, pull it out of your neurons, and flush it out of your body safely. We are going to use a specific type of living water rich in a mineral that is the mortal enemy of aluminum. We are going to combine it with a green magnet to ensure the poison leaves your body instead of just moving around. No dangerous chelation IVs that strip your good minerals, and no expensive visits to specialized toxicology clinics. To understand the cure, you must first understand the enemy. Aluminum is a non-essential metal that has no business being in the human body. It is a mimic metal, meaning it looks like calcium and magnesium to your cells, so your body accidentally absorbs it. Once it enters your bloodstream, it crosses the blood-brain barrier, a fortress that is supposed to keep toxins out of your head. Aluminum is one of the few toxins that can pick the lock of this barrier, entering the sanctuary of your brain effortlessly. Once inside, it binds to the phosphate groups in your DNA and tangles the microscopic tubes that hold your neurons together. This causes the neurofibrillary tangles and amyloid plaques that doctors see on the autopsies of Alzheimer's patients. These plaques are not the cause of the disease. They are the tombstone of a brain cell that was murdered by metal toxicity. Your neurologist sees the plaque and tries to scrub it away with drugs, but he ignores the metal that created the plaque. You are treating the scar while the bullet is still lodged in the wound, which is why no Alzheimer's drug has ever worked. You do not need a plaque remover, you need a metal magnet that enters the brain and drags the aluminum out by force. The only natural substance capable of doing this safely is Orthosilicic Acid, also known as soluble silica. Silica is a trace mineral that acts as the biological antidote to aluminum poisoning in every living organism. When silica meets aluminum in your body, they bind together instantly to form a new compound called hydroxyaluminosilicate. This new compound is chemically inert, meaning it is no longer toxic, and it is small enough to be filtered by your kidneys. You literally pee the Alzheimer's out of your system, safe and sound, without damaging your filtration organs. A famous study published in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease proved this mechanism beyond a shadow of a doubt. They gave patients with Alzheimer's 1 liter of silica-rich mineral water every day for 12 weeks. The results were unprecedented. The patients stopped declining, and in some cases, their cognitive function actually improved significantly. Their urinary excretion of aluminum shot up by massive amounts, proving the silica was scrubbing the brain clean. But you cannot just eat sand or take a cheap silica pill. The silica must be in the OSA liquid form to enter the brain. The best source of this living water is volcanic mineral water, specifically brands like Fiji or Volvic, which pass through volcanic rock. These waters contain high levels of dissolved silica that are 100% bioavailable to your thirsty neurons. Drinking 1 liter of this water a day is the simplest, cheapest, and most effective detox protocol on the planet. But aluminum is not the only metal that is short-circuiting your nervous system and stealing your energy. Mercury, from your old dental fillings and farm-raised fish, is another neurotoxin that destroys the myelin sheath of your nerves. Lead, from old paint and pipes, settles in your bones and leaches out slowly, causing high blood pressure and aggression. To handle these heavier metals, You need to add a green mobilizer to your Silica Protocol. Cilantro. Fresh cilantro, or coriander leaf, is a powerful chelator that pulls mercury and lead out of deep storage in your fat and bones. It acts like a crowbar, prying the heavy metals loose from the tissues where they have been hiding for decades. But cilantro has a flaw. It is a great puller, but a weak carrier, meaning it can drop the metals back into your blood. If you mobilize mercury without catching it, it can resettle in your brain, making your symptoms temporarily worse. This is why you must always combine cilantro with a binder that catches the metal and carries it out the back door. The ultimate binder for this job is Chlorella, a single-celled green algae that has a tough outer cell wall. This cell wall acts like a molecular sponge, absorbing the toxins released by the cilantro and locking them away forever. Chlorella cannot be digested, so it passes through your gut, carrying the mercury and lead with it into the toilet. The heavy metal detox smoothie is your daily weapon. A handful of cilantro, a teaspoon of chlorella, and silica water. When you drink this, you are launching a coordinated attack on the toxicity that has been weighing you down. The cilantro pries the metal loose, the chlorella catches it, and the silica flushes the aluminum through the kidneys. As you perform this detox, you will notice the brain fog lifting like a heavy curtain being pulled back. You will remember words that used to escape you, and your focus will sharpen to a laser point. Your energy will skyrocket because your mitochondria are no longer being poisoned by heavy metals blocking their engines. Heavy metals poison the enzymes that produce ATP, the energy currency of your cells. Removing them is like taking your foot off the brake. You will also notice your anxiety and depression fading, as heavy metals are major disruptors of neurotransmitter balance. Aluminum interferes with dopamine and serotonin production, leading to the apathy and numbness so many elderly people feel. Your doctor will tell you that detox is a myth and that your liver and kidneys can handle everything on their own. He is wrong because your liver and kidneys were designed to handle biological waste, not industrial chemicals invented in 1900. They have no evolutionary mechanism to get rid of aluminum or mercury without the help of specific binding agents. By providing the silica and chlorella, you are giving your organs the tools they need to do the job they want to do. You must also stop the retox by eliminating the sources of aluminum from your daily life immediately. Throw away your aluminum non-stick pans that flake metal into your eggs every morning. Switch to cast iron or stainless steel. Stop using antiperspirants that rely on aluminum salts to plug your sweat glands. Sweat is a detox pathway, let it flow. Avoid baking powder that contains aluminum. Look for brands that specifically say aluminum-free on the label. Be careful with antacids, which are often pure aluminum hydroxide. You are eating a spoon of neurotoxin to cure heartburn. The Reverse Doctrine is about removing the interference so the body can heal itself according to its design. The body does not want to have Alzheimer's. It is forced into it by a toxic environment that overwhelms its defenses. You have the power to change that environment and scrub the history of poisoning from your cells. This is a threat to the pharmaceutical industry, which plans to make trillions on the coming wave of dementia patients. They are building nursing homes and memory care units, betting that you will stay ignorant and toxic. They are counting on you believing that there is no cure and no prevention for the death of the mind. Prove them wrong by keeping your wits, your memory, and your independence until your very last breath. Prove them wrong by drinking the water that heals and eating the greens that clean. The solution is not in a high-tech lab. It is in the volcano and the algae. Bind the metal, flush the brain, and reclaim the clarity that is your birthright. This is the reversal of the toxic age, and we do not accept the decline. We flush it out.